Hi everybody, how are you? It has been, I say this every time. It's been a minute. Happy summer. I hope everybody is having the best summer. But I have like so many updates for you all. So Ben and I bought a house. That's where I am right now. Slightly different background, but we ended up buying a house. We moved in a few weeks ago. So we've lived here for like just under a month. And then I went on this vacation with my family. So I'm finally like back in the house, settling back into a routine and just like ready to film again. So I would love to film like a house tour or house things. If anybody would want to see those, I'd be like very excited to share that with you. And in the meantime, I have so many new jewelry pieces that I need to tell you guys about. I have been on a bender this past month with all the new pieces that I've been buying and wearing and being sent by some very fun brands. Hint, hint, wink, wink. So I'll definitely be talking about those in this video, but I'm really excited to talk you through everything. I have my little, one of my trays of my jewelry box here. I prepared everything in its own tray so that we could just talk through each piece individually, which is exciting. And I figured we'd do what we usually do. I have like very minimal stack on right now. So I'll kind of talk you through each piece. I'll show it to you. I'll show you how I'm wearing it these days and kind of keep you updated with everything in that regard. So let's start, what are we gonna start with? Let's start with necklaces. Why not? So on my neck right now, I'm wearing 3 and I've showed you a couple of them before. Let me get closer. So I've showed you this one before. This bottom one is this beaded guy from Novalita Vintage. I wear my little Missouri charm on it. And then I've showed you this one that I wear all the time. It's the vintage triple braided gold chain. This is the new one in the middle. It's also from Novalita Vintage. Let me lift these up so you can get a better view of it. It's very kind of cool. It's a very fine like snake chain. And then it has these little paper clip chains and a tiny little diamond at the bottom. So I think it's just like a play on kind of a lariat, but I like that it's shorter and it's a little bit easier to wear. It doesn't get caught on anything. And I love how it looks layered with my usual stack. It just adds like a little something different. I like that it kind of hits in the middle of the other 2 pieces. I just feel like it's cute, simple. It is really pretty on its own, but you guys know I love to layer my pieces. So my next one is from this brand that I love. It's called Aurate or Aurate. I never really know how to say it. I say Aurate, but I think it's probably Aurate. I'm assuming it's French, but it's not solid gold. And the reason is that the solid gold versions of this necklace are so expensive because they're heavy. So you're buying like, 11, 12, 15, 16 grams of solid gold. So it's gonna be a little bit more expensive. I got this version in gold vermeil and it's plated over sterling silver, which I way prefer over anything that's plated on brass. I feel like it just holds up a lot better because it's sterling and I trust this brand and I honestly just wanted to get it to see how well it would stand up compared to my solid gold jewelry. I have been wearing it every single day in the shower, constantly, to the gym, wherever, and I haven't had any issues with it. So far so good. But it's a Rolo chain with one of these kind of like dog clips. I feel like one of these old school beauty influencers. But it has one of those cool dog clips. I like to wear it in the front and it's long. I wanna say it's like 20 inches or 22 inches. So it sits at the bottom of my stack and it's a little bit like thicker and chunkier than some of these pieces. So I think it's like a fun compliment because it just adds a little bit of like ruggedness. So I love it because you can also wear really fun charms on it and it just layers so well with the charm. I think it's so like chunky and fun. This charm is new to you guys, but it's not new to me. This is something that I found in my memory box, like probably 3 weeks ago. And it was something that I was given as a baby and it's a little puffy gold heart. It's hollow, so it's very light. And it's just a little puffy heart. I'm obsessed with it. I think it is so fun, kind of retro. I've been wearing it on this like chunkier chain because I feel like it's chunky, so it kind of matches the vibe. And that's been part of the stack recently as well. I just think it's so fun and different. So I've been loving that old throwback piece from when I was literally a baby. So that's been my kind of new necklace stack that I've been wearing, with the addition of one very exciting piece. So this is gonna be a little bit of a segue. This video is sponsored in part by Idol. They are an amazing jewelry company. I've been wanting to work with them for so long, and when they reached out, I was so excited because I just couldn't believe that they wanted to work with me too. And they specialize in solid gold and then lab-grown diamonds, and then everything they make is customizable. So you can mix and match pieces, which I think is really fun. You guys know how much I love to stack things and then how much I love to like change up my stack. And this is perfect for that because I can switch it up every single day if I want to. And I always feel like I'm wearing new pieces, even though it's the same old stuff. All right, so this is the necklace right here at its shortest length. It can be adjusted. This is the 14-inch length, and then it has a little hook for, I believe, like 16 inches, and then another hook for 18 inches roughly. So I wear it here because I feel like it sits really well with the full stack at the shortest length. But it has just the prettiest solitaire diamond in a bezel setting. Super comfortable, super light, very sparkly and bright, which I love, and dainty and kind of like feminine and simple, which I think is really pretty. Especially because I have a lot of other pieces in my stack that are like colorful or chunky. It's kind of fun to like mix textures and width, like thin things with chunky things. So I like that this kind of just like balances everything out. The way you can also wear it is you can customize it by adding on one of the necklace extensions, one of many necklace extensions. I'll show you the ones that I got and how I mix and match them. But you basically just take the little diamond pendant off, is add one of these guys. So it's solid gold, and then there's pave diamonds in a teardrop, and it makes the most beautiful lariat necklace. So I'll show you what it looks like at the longer length, and this is with a lot of other things on, but this is the longest length of the chain. So roughly like 17, 18 inches with the lariat attached. See how pretty that is? Like, it's so dainty and elegant. And I love that you can literally wear it by itself as like a totally standalone piece. If I was going somewhere really fancy, I'd probably just wear it by itself. Or you can keep all of your other stuff on with it, and it just adds like texture and like a little bit more going on. I don't know. I think it's so pretty. And it's just this like very dainty little teardrop with the pave diamonds. I'm obsessed with it. That same little connector that I just had on the necklace, you can also pair with one of their diamond studs and wear it as a drop earring, which is really cool. So same vibe. I feel like if I was wearing this, if I was going to like a fancy event, I would totally wear these as the earring set too, and maybe just keep all of my other jewelry like very simple. So you can wear it like that. And with the set, I got these little diamond earrings that you can also wear by themselves, or you can attach to these little threader pieces and then wear with any of the extensions. And they have all sorts of like cuffs and hoops and things that you can attach everything with. And you can wear them as a set, or if you're like me, I just like to mix and match everything because I don't like when my ears are the same on both sides. I don't know why. It's just kind of like a personal preference thing, I guess. So what I've been doing recently, because they sent me this other one that I'm totally obsessed with. It's really hard to see right here because it's so dainty and beautiful, but it's basically this like little piece, and it has two open hooks and then two diamonds in between. This is so up my alley. So what I've been doing is I've been taking the diamond stud. I got the diamond stud in the largest size because I like a little more sparkle. And then I put it in my third hole, and then I add it to one of my hoops. You could add it to another stud, but I say, let's be extra. Let's do a little bit more. And I have this little set. So this diamond stud's in my third hole, this hoop is in my first hole, and then this connector dangles between them. And then on my left ear, I've been doing this paper clip, which I feel like I've showed you guys before. This is another vermeil piece. One day I will be able to buy myself a gigantic pave diamond paper clip, but not at this phase of life. So I wear this in this ear, and then I have this tiny, tiny, tiny little paper clip stud that I got recently. This is a new piece as well. just from like a local random boutique. It's rose gold, which is very different for me. A little bit of solid rose gold and then little pave diamonds at one end of the paper clip. So my left ear has been paper clip themed, which is kind of fun. And then my right ear has been this like very cool chain and hoop situation. Sometimes I'll wear the matching hoop in this ear, but like I said, I don't like to match. I think it's more fun. If I was having like a very glam night out, I would go for this look where it's like you have the diamond stud here, the diamond stud here, they're connected with this chain with the two little diamonds on it, and then I have the pave right here. It's like glam, but like a little bit edgy with the chain. So that's it for earrings and necklaces. We still have to go over rings and we still have to go over bracelets. So let's do bracelets next. You guys know my last video, I talked about this new watch that Ben got me for our anniversary. He got it fixed, so it tells the time now, which is exciting. But I've been wearing that on this wrist with no other bracelets. So this has just been like watch and rings. And then on my right wrist, I've switched it up a little bit. So I added this silver ball chain in between the two gold chains. And then I have this Cape Cod bracelet. My family and I go to Cape Cod every summer, so it's kind of sentimental, but it's a rope twist instead of the plain gold, and it's gold and silver. So I like that it kind of like brings the mixed metal thing together on this wrist and then adds a little bit of texture. So that's been my right wrist, and then I've just been doing watch on my left wrist. I usually have a bunch of other bracelets that I wear there. So you guys know a lot of these are kind of old pieces. I have the tennis bracelet that I wear all the time on that wrist. I have this kind of like articulated Cartier-esque bracelet that I always wear. And then this is my new one. So this is vintage. It's from this place in Cape Cod where I get like a lot of my vintage jewelry. They're really affordable and it's all just like old 14 karat stuff. And my mom got it for me. I love it because it's mixed metal. So it's helping me kind of like bridge the gap between my silver and my gold pieces. So it looks almost like bones, and it's 14 karat gold and then white gold at the connection points, but it kind of looks like little bones. I don't know, I feel like it's edgy and fun. So I've been stacking it on this wrist because this is my wrist that has like my looser bracelets and this is my wrist that has like my tighter bracelets. All right, there we go. That took me like 5 minutes to put on, but they look like this together and I think they just match each other so well. I like that they dangle. I like that they're like the same length. These are both the mixed metal ones. So I'll typically stack those two together, maybe like one or two more on this wrist, or I'll do the watch, one or the other, kind of depends. Okay, I think that's it for bracelets. That was a big bracelet update. Next up, we're gonna talk about new rings. So on my left hand, I've been wearing my usual stack. I have all 3 of my wedding bands with my cigar band in between, and then I have my signet on my pinky, and then on the middle finger, this is one of my newest pieces. This was a little bit of a splurge for me, but it was kind of a treat yourself moment. It's from a local boutique and a local designer, and it's kind of like a saddle ring. So it looks like this, pretty simple. It's solid gold, it has little pave on the ends, but from the side, it's flat on top. Almost like a buckle or like something that, like a bridle. I don't know, it feels kind of like a horse girl moment a little bit, but I love it. So I've been wearing that on my middle finger stacked with this set. And then on top of that one is another new ring. This one's vintage. It is from the same place that I got this necklace in Cape Cod and then this bracelet in Cape Cod. It's that same vintage store that I love. And this one is channel set diamonds and sapphires. So it's not all the way around, just solid gold and then diamonds and sapphires in the middle. And I feel like it stacks so well with this saddle band. And then I wear this one from my grandma that's also channel set diamonds on top. I feel like that makes like a really cool middle finger stack like that. So that's been my left hand recently. I think it's so fun. This is more my like goldish hand. I have more solid gold on this hand, and then this is kind of like my mixed metal hand. And to complete my mixed metal hand, I have been wearing a sterling silver dome band that I've been pairing with my solid gold dome band. So the two of those together, I feel like make a cool set, and then they complement the sterling silver solid gold and then sterling silver gold bracelets down here. So that's, I think, everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and a huge thank you to Idol for partnering with me on this video. I'm very excited to be working with you all and very excited to have all of these fun new pieces to show you. I feel like this was a pretty big update. Let me know if you have any questions. As always, I'll answer them in the description box below. Let me know if you want me to film home things, home tour things. So let me know what you guys want to see next. But I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.